All right, so get this. We're diving into OpenAI's 12 Days of OpenAI event.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be big.
Articles, videos, like you really went all out and sent me everything.
Yeah, I figured go big or go home, right?
Seriously, they launch something new like every single day.
It was a lot to keep up with.
So yeah, consider this your crash course.
Yeah.
Everything you need to know, but without all the headache.
Yeah, cut through the noise.
Exactly. So expert speaker, are you ready to break this down?
Absolutely. We got AI models that are practically like human level reasoning, and even a tool that might turn everyone into a filmmaker.
Wow, that's quite a claim.
It's going to be wild.
Okay, so first off, they dropped these new models, O1 and O1 Pro mode.
Yeah.
And they're all about a better user experience, which, that's cool.
Sure. Yeah.
But what's really got me intrigued is this multimodal inputs and image understanding thing. They even had, like, one of the researchers build a whole simulation of a data center.
No way, really.
Yeah. And get this, in space.
In space? What, to test the model or something? Test the model, yeah. That's incredible. I know, right? It really shows how OpenAI is pushing the boundaries.
Totally.
We're not just talking about text anymore.
It's way beyond that.
These models, they can process images and even tackle those super complex problems like, thermodynamics. It's mind-blowing.
So AI could be designing like energy systems or analyzing satellite images?
Exactly. Environmental monitoring. The potential is huge.
It's not just AI writing poems anymore.
No.
It's AI solving real-world problems.
Huge shift. Absolutely.
So speaking of shifts, they also made ChatGPT search available for everyone.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Even free accounts.
I remember when they first rolled this out for paid users.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
People were going crazy for it online.
But now everyone has access. That's a game changer.
Totally.
So now you can ask ChatGPT anything and get answers based on like up-to-the-minute info from the internet.
Real time, yeah.
It's like having a research assistant in your pocket.
It really changes how we access information.
For sure.
Like imagine students using it to research their homework.
Totally.
Or professionals getting market analysis in seconds.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
And then there's Sora, which just, blows my mind.
Okay, tell me about it.
This thing lets you make videos from text descriptions.
So, like, I could tell it a robot dog learning to skateboard, and it would make a video of that.
Yeah, just like that.
Whoa.
Isn't that insane?
That's wild. Talk about AI changing creative fields.
Right.
Like filmmakers could use it to storyboard their ideas.
Oh, absolutely.
Or, small businesses creating product demos. And they don't need a whole, production crew.
Exactly.
It's too incredible.
They even have this feature called Storyboard where you can break down your video into multiple actions.
Interesting.
So you could add, the robot dog falls off the skateboard.
Okay.
And then it gets back up and tries again.
Wow.
And Sora will create a whole sequence of that.
So it's not just random videos.
No.
There's actual control. I like that.
Yeah. It's all about giving people the tools to tell stories, visually.
Visually, that's the key.
Whether you're, a tech whiz or not.
You don't need the technical skills. It's incredible.
So we've got AI writing code, making videos.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But how does it all actually fit into our everyday lives?
Right. Good question.
That's where this work with apps thing comes in, right?
Yeah. So on day 11, they announced Work with Apps, which allows ChatGPT to interact with other programs on your computer.
So it's like a digital assistant.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That can jump between apps and do stuff for you.
Exactly.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
In their demo, they showed it analyzing code in Xcode. Updating a Notion document.
Yeah, I saw that.
And even creating a graph of commits from a GitHub repository using Warp.
It's like the potential for productivity is through the roof. Seriously.
Imagine you could ask ChatGPT to gather data from different sources.
Okay.
Compile it into a report, and then boom, send it to your team.
Just like that.
It could save so much time.
All that time we spend on the boring stuff.
Exactly. All the mundane tasks. Gone.
And then, to top it all off, they announced that you can call or message ChatGPT directly.
Oh, wow. Really?
They have a dedicated number.
What, like a 1-800 number?
Yeah, 1-800-ChatGPT for U.S. users.
That's hilarious.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And they launched ChatGPT on WhatsApp globally.
No way.
And get this, they even demoed it working on a rotary phone.
What? A rotary phone? Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, it's both funny and mind-blowing at the same time.
That's amazing.
It really shows that they're serious about making AI accessible to everyone,
Absolutely.
bringing it to platforms people already use,
Yeah.
like breaking down any barriers.
Sure.
So it's like AI is breaking free from like just the computer screen.
Yeah, it's becoming part of how we communicate every day.
That's a pretty big deal.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah.
So AI is writing code, making videos, answering our calls.
What can't it do at this point?
Right. And now, for the grand finale, we need to talk about their final announcement. The O3 models.
Oh, yeah. The O3 models, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, so let's dive in and see what they're all about.
Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. So they really saved the best for last with these O3 models.
Yeah, day 12 was a big one.
O3 and then O3 Mini.
Right. Maybe.
Not releasing them publicly just yet, though.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But they're open for applications, for safety testing.
Yeah, safety first, right.
Absolutely. Especially with something this powerful.
Well, and from what they've said, this O3 is supposed to be incredible, like at everything.
Oh, yeah.
Software tasks, coding, math.
They're even saying it's reaching like human level performance on some of these benchmarks.
It's pretty wild.
It's a big claim.
And then there's this smaller version, this O3 Mini.
Right. More efficient.
So the claims about O3 are, they're seriously impressive.
They are really impressive.
It feels like they've made like a massive leap forward with this one.
It seems like it, yeah.
And the fact that they're focusing so much on safety testing before they even think about releasing it publicly.
Yeah, it's responsible.
It really says a lot, I think, about their approach.
I think so too.
It's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Especially considering how powerful this thing seems to be.
It's wild.
They even had someone from the ARC Foundation
Okay.
talking about how O3 got the highest score ever on their AGI benchmark.
Wow, really?
Which that benchmark, they said it had been like unbeaten for 5 years.
5 years? That's impressive.
So what is the ARC Foundation's AGI benchmark?
So it's essentially a series of tests designed to measure an AI's ability to perform tasks that require general intelligence.
Got it.
Like problem solving, abstract reasoning.
So like human stuff.
Essentially, yeah.
So O3 is basically showing a level of intelligence we haven't seen in AI before.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Wow.
Pretty remarkable.
Okay, so O3 is this super smart AI.
Super smart, yeah.
But what does that really mean? Like, what can it do that other models couldn't?
It's a good question.
And then what's the deal with O3 Mini?
Right.
Is it just like a smaller version?
So think of O3 as like a master problem solver.
Okay.
They showed it tackling those really complex coding challenges, solving intricate math problems.
Wow.
And even, generating creative text formats like poems, code, scripts, you name it.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
Things that even GPT-4 had trouble with.
It's incredible.
It really is.
But yeah, they didn't really talk much about O3 Mini.
No, not as much.
Why have a smaller version?
Well, not everyone needs the full power of O3.
That's true.
O3 Mini is designed to be faster,
Okay.
use fewer resources.
That makes sense.
Which is, perfect for things where speed and efficiency are really important.
Yeah.
Like, imagine it being used in apps on your phone
Okay.
or for quickly analyzing tons of data.
So like O3 it's like the heavy duty truck.
Yeah,
And O3 Mini is more like a sports car,
I like that analogy.
each with their own, strengths.
Exactly. Different tools for different jobs.
Right, exactly.
And they actually demonstrated how capable O3 Mini is.
Yeah.
Remember that live demo where the model basically evaluated itself?
Wait, yeah, the one where they made it run tests
Uh-huh.
on a hard GPQ data set?
Yes.
What is a GPQ data set?
So a GPQ dataset is basically a collection of like really, really difficult reasoning problems.
Okay.
It's used to test how well an AI can perform tasks that require, logical thinking, problem-solving skills.
So they were throwing like the hardest questions they could find at O3 Mini
Exactly.
just to see what it could do.
And the amazing part is the whole demo was run through a user interface that the model itself created.
Oh, wow, I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that.
It designed its own test, essentially.
That's amazing.
O3 Mini, this small, efficient model showing off such advanced reasoning, problem-solving abilities.
It's almost like it was aware of its own capabilities.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, right?
It's mind-blowing, really.
It really is.
To think how far AI has come.
In such a short time, it's crazy.
It really is.
The speed of development is just, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, what's next?
Right.
What other incredible things are just around the corner?
That's the big question.
It is.
This whole 12 days of OpenAI thing really felt like a peek into the future.
I agree.
It's like OpenAI just like dropped this bombshell.
They did.
And the shockwaves are still,
rippling out.
Yeah.
And those shockwaves are going to be felt across every industry,
Yeah.
from healthcare and education to entertainment and finance.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. It really is.
And the possibilities really do seem endless.
They do. They really do.
It's both. It's exhilarating, but it's also a little bit daunting, to be honest.
I get it. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
It's a lot to process. Yeah. But I think it's important to remember that AI, it's a tool.
At the end of the day.
Like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Yeah, it all depends on us.
The responsibility lies with us as humans to make sure it's used for good,
Well said.
to guide its development,
Yeah.
and to ensure that it benefits, all of humanity.
That's a good point.
That's a big responsibility.
Okay, so we've been going on and on about all these advancements.
Yeah, we have.
But let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
What does all this actually mean for our listeners?
That's the important question.
Like, how can they actually use any of this in their own lives?
Right. How do we make this practical?
Exactly.
So the most important thing is be curious.
Okay.
And explore these tools,
Don't be afraid to play around.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to jump in and play around with ChatGPT,
Yeah.
Sora, any of these new features.
See what it's all about.
Yeah, see what they can do
Think about, what problems you face.
in your own life.
Yeah. And see if AI can help.
That's the key.
It's like a giant sandbox
It really is.
full of all these AI tools.
Just waiting to be explored.
So, think about it.
Yeah,
Could you use ChatGPT to help you brainstorm ideas?
right.
Maybe use Sora to create a video for a project?
Exactly.
Or even just like the new search features
Mhm.
to research something you're interested in.
There are so many possibilities.
It's incredible.
It really is.
The key is to be, open
Yeah.
to trying new things.
And remember,
Yeah.
this is just the beginning.
That's what's so crazy.
It is.
AI is going to keep evolving.
Absolutely. It's not slowing down.
So we need to stay curious
Yeah.
and adaptable.
Stay informed, stay engaged.
Who knows what kind of tools we'll have, a few years from now.
It's exciting to think about.
It is. It really is.
It's a whole new world.
Okay, so we've talked a lot
I have.
about all these advancements.
Yeah.
But let's take a moment to recap, the key takeaways from OpenAI's 12 days of OpenAI.
Good idea.
We've covered a ton.
We have. It's been a lot.
So what are the most important points?
Yeah. What should our listeners remember?
Exactly.
Well, for me, it's that combination of, those groundbreaking advancements
Yeah.
and that focus on accessibility and responsibility.
I see that.
We're seeing AI that's capable of these incredible feats,
Right.
reaching human level performance.
That's wild.
But it's also being made available to everyone
yeah.
through platforms like, phones and messaging apps.
Exactly.
It's pretty amazing.
And let's not forget, the emphasis on safety testing,
Oh, yeah. That's crucial.
which shows, I think, a real commitment to, trying to minimize those potential risks.
They're being proactive about it, which
Yeah.
is, it's reassuring.
It's clear that they're trying to strike a balance
Yeah.
between, pushing the boundaries
Mhm.
and ensuring that, it's used ethically and responsibly.
It's a tough balance to strike,
It is.
but it's an important one.
It is, yeah.
And they seem to be doing a good job of it.
It's encouraging to see
It is.
that they're prioritizing both, the advancement of AI
Yeah.
and the ethical implications.
It's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about how it impacts society.
Exactly.
It's a bigger conversation.
It is.
And they seem to understand that,
They do.
which is, it's a good sign.
Speaking of impact, one of the things that really stood out to me was how transparent they were
Yeah, I noticed that too.
throughout this whole event.
They were very open.
Yeah. They didn't just announce these new models and features.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a peek behind the curtain,
Yeah.
showing us demos, talking about their challenges,
Even their failures.
which I think that transparency is so important
It is, yeah.
for building trust.
Absolutely.
They're showing that, they're not just this faceless corporation.
Right.
They're a team of, researchers and engineers.
Real people.
Yeah. And they're committed to open communication and
Yeah.
responsible development.
That's key.
And that openness, I think, invites collaboration
It does, yeah.
and dialogue, which is, essential for navigating all these complex questions.
It's the ethical questions, the societal questions.
It's not just about the technology.
No.
It's about, the impact it has on society.
Exactly.
It's about, creating a future where AI aligns with, our values.
Your values, our aspirations as a society.
Yeah, I think that starts with, being informed.
Yeah.
Engaged.
And willing to have those tough conversations.
Exactly.
We need to move beyond, the fear and the hype and approach AI with a sense of curiosity.
Curiosity, critical thinking.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about, the technical stuff, the societal impact.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
But let's bring it back to the individual. If you're listening to this, what can you actually do to prepare?
Good question.
For this future where AI is becoming more and more a part of our lives?
I think it's a big question.
It is.
So the most important thing, I think, is to embrace this mindset of lifelong learning.
Okay.
AI is evolving so quickly.
Yeah, it's constantly changing.
So be prepared to adapt.
Yeah.
Learn new skills.
Stay curious, stay informed.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to, experiment.
Experiment, try new things.
With new tools and technology.
Exactly. You got to stay ahead of the curve.
And there are, resources available.
They are, yeah.
Help you.
Online courses, communities.
Even just talking to friends and colleagues.
Yeah, share your knowledge, learn from each other.
It's about being proactive.
Absolutely.
And taking ownership of, your own journey.
Your own journey in this AI-powered world.
It's a new world.
It is. It's a brave new world.
So to sum it all up, OpenAI's 12 Days of OpenAI, it was a glimpse into the future.
It really was.
Where AI is, more powerful, more accessible.
And more integrated into our lives than ever before.
It's a future that's full of both incredible opportunities and complex challenges.
For sure.
And it's up to all of us.
It is.
To, shape it responsibly.
The future of AI is not predetermined,
It's true.
It's something we're creating together.
And we need to be mindful of that.
Absolutely.
So as we, kind of wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Something to ponder as you go about your day. So we've talked about, how AI is going to change, like work and education.
Right.
But what about like art and creativity?
Yeah.
Like with Sora, it really kind of blurs the lines,
It does.
between human creativity and what a machine can actually make.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
It makes you think, like, who's really the artist?
Right. When AI is involved.
Exactly.
That's a question a lot of people are struggling with right now as AI gets better at creating things,
Yeah.
Music, paintings, even poetry.
It's kind of scary.
It challenges, our whole definition of what art even is.
That's a good point.
It really is. Yeah.
Like, is it the person who programmed the AI?
Or the person who told the AI what to make.
Right. Or is it the AI itself?
It's a real head scratcher.
It is. And it's not just about, who gets credit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's bigger than that.
There's the whole issue of originality. If an AI learns by, looking at all this existing art, can it actually create something new?
Or is it just a really, really good imitation?
Right.
Those questions are going to become more and more important as AI-generated art, becomes more common.
For sure.
We might have to completely rethink how we define creativity.
It's true.
Originality.
Maybe we'll even see a whole new kind of art.
Yeah.
Where humans and AI are working together.
As partners?
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea.
Imagine an AI composing music.
Yeah.
Based on your emotions.
Wow.
Or a painting that changes.
I think as you interact with the ink.
That kind of stuff is incredible.
It's mind-blowing.
It could lead to art forms we haven't even, thought of yet.
It's an exciting prospect, really. AI could become this tool that helps us unlock new levels of creative expression.
Absolutely.
Push the boundaries of what's possible in art.
It's kind of like a whole new renaissance.
Yeah, a renaissance of creativity.
Powered by AI.
Exactly.
It's both fascinating and a little bit intimidating.
I get it.
To think of AI as a creative partner.
But it's important to remember, like we've been saying, AI is a tool.
Right.
It's not here to replace human artists.
It's here to give us new ways to express ourselves.
Exactly.
And connect with each other.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into OpenAI's 12 Days of OpenAI.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
It has.
It's clear that we're on the cusp of something big.
Yeah, a major shift in how we interact with AI.
It's going to change everything.
From, the power of these new models.
O3 Mini.
Yeah, to ChatGPT being on our phones.
In our pockets.
I mean, and then Sora, which is just, it's mind-boggling.
It really is.
AI is becoming more and more a part of, like, every aspect of our lives.
It's the future, and it's happening now.
And with that, with that integration comes responsibility.
A huge responsibility.
To, guide its development ethically.
Yeah.
And make sure that it benefits, everyone.
All of humanity, that's the goal.
We have to think about the long-term consequences.
Potential biases, the societal impact.
It's a lot to consider.
It's not just a conversation for, tech companies. It's a conversation for everyone.
We all need to be proactive, engaged.
And willing to have those tough conversations.
About how we want AI to shape, our future.
Because the future of AI isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we're actively creating.
By making choices every single day.
By approaching it with curiosity and a commitment to, to ethical development.
Yeah, exactly.
We can ensure that AI is a force for good.
So as we sign off, remember, stay curious, stay informed.
Stay engaged.
The world of AI is, it's moving fast.
Faster than ever.
And it's up to all of us.
It is.
To shape its trajectory.
That's a great way to put it.
It's been amazing.
It has.
Exploring all these advancements with you.
Likewise.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Into the future of AI. It's been a wild ride.
And remember, if you ever need a quick answer.
Or
just want to, chat.
Okay.
You can always call 1-800-CHAT-GPT.
Oh, you had to, didn't you?
Couldn't resist.
I knew it.
Thanks for listening, everyone.